We hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep well with my sweet boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep well with my.
Okay guys, welcome back. So I'm done at the gym. I made an intro this morning, but you know, low carbs, low energy, not a lot of enthusiasm in me. So you know, I decided to scrap that one, make a new one, and then we go back to the training today. Filmed a little bit from the gym today, not a lot, just because we had, you know, we had done all the pressing yesterday, so really all I needed to do was some traps and a little bit of shoulders. So all I did was just fill them up with blood and get that, you know, good pump, and that was that really. Before I did that, I did some grip, and you know, I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. But the key point today are my weight is 100.5, so that was, you know, somewhere okay. Decided to do one more low day, so hopefully I'll be around 100 tomorrow morning, and I can do a little bit of a higher day tomorrow or refeed. We'll see and decide. You know, 160 grams of carbs, only like 50, sub 50 really grams of fat. It's not a lot of energy, and training every day, doing cardio every day, and you know, I do a walk, some kind of cardio outside. I don't know what you call it. My heart rate ain't that fast, but I walk as fast as I can for a little over an hour. So it does help. Everything does help, but when you try too much for too long, your body kind of crashes. That's why I'm doing those refeeds, and you know, need to make up some ground, because I started at the point where I, you know, we're far behind really. Today looked okay. I thought I could do something a little bit different today, and I was comparing, you know, my footage with my camera and compare it to an iPhone with good lighting. So I did the posing downstairs like I used to. Then I compared that with posing in a little bit of sunlight, not bright sunlight, but it was this morning. So I thought we can compare it, just because you see everybody is posting a lot of content on Instagram, and they're trying to look their best all the time. And you know, in my eyes, it's a little bit misleading, because I've seen so many bodybuilders up and coming bodybuilders, you know, posting and trying to look their best. But when they stand next to, you know, somebody else, they end up not that impressive. So remember that it's the time on stage, not the time on Instagram, that counts. So compare those, and of course I was a lot more happy with the iPhone photos, but you know, it doesn't really matter, because I track progression from what I got from last prep, and last prep I used the same camera. So you know, it's only fair to do the comparison with my own footage, and maybe I buy a new camera after this prep. Maybe I buy it in prep, I don't know, we'll see. But that's just something I wanted to get by. So I'm gonna show you the footage from today at the gym. Did some grip training, and we did a little bit of posing for a new bodybuilder at my gym. So take a look. Okay, so to start off this workout today, we're gonna do a little bit of grip before we do upper back and shoulders. But the warm up when you're doing grip is a little bit different, just because you don't want to fatigue your grip, because your grip goes very, very fast. So we warm up whatever we need to perform at the grip, depending on the exercise. If you're doing captain crunch, it doesn't really matter if you warm up your traps, but we're doing alot, axle, and regular barbell today, just to check out my grip, because I haven't really lifted anything heavy this prep. And you know, for me, strength is a big part of training. So just want to test it out. So I'm going to do some side laterals and some pull downs before we start with grip. And when we start grip, we're going to just jump as quickly up to that weight we want to do at that balance. And for your information that don't know a lot about grip, everything over, I would say 150 kilos with a ball and axle is very, very good. So that's double overhand, and the bar is very, very thick, so it's very hard. So I'm gonna warm up, then we'll do the pull-ons and we'll see how we lay. Okay, so a pull-ons actually 35 kilos, and we go on the jump 30 kilos at the time. So this is 65, and then we jump 30 kilos each time. Hopefully end up around 150 kilos. I think my record is like 155 for like 20 seconds. That was quite good. So we'll see where we end up today. So 125. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully 150 will come off today. Like I said, try to prevent fatigue. So just do the necessary to go through the exercise before you jump to the weight that you want to do. So we jump to 150 next time and see if I can hold it for like 10 seconds at least. Okay, so 150, try to hold it. First try to lift it, then try to hold it. Ain't gonna use no belt today. I don't think it's, I don't think it's needed. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna switch to a regular barbell after this and see if we can pull like 200, and we'll see.
Bra, hold videre. Det er bra.
That wasn't so bad. I think almost like 20 seconds. So we're gonna do barbell, see how that goes. We're gonna start with 110 kilos and saving as much as we can of the forearms. So if we're gonna reach 200, probably like 110, 150, 175 and 200. We'll see. So 140, the gnarling on the bar. It's a new bar, so if the grip goes, you might lose some skin. So you need to be a little bit careful. We'll see. This might hurt. This might hurt. Okay, so 200 kilos. And the big boys just arrived, so I get some, performance anxiety. We'll see.
Hold.
That was okay. Starting to go, as you can see, because of the gnarling, it's like skin loosen up. So this was just for ego, and of course, like I said, grip is, it's fun if you like to, track progression. And of course, this transition into everything else. if you like, arm wrestling, if you like doing things with a high, need of strength, you can't do a lot of things if you don't have the grip. So let's move on. So done working out, done with cardio. The workout in itself wasn't that crazy, nothing to film really. Did some upper back and some shoulders. Did all my pressing movements yesterday, so not a lot, nothing to film. So did my cardio, and at the gym now we have another bodybuilder, actually one guy that did the same show that I did last year in the fall, and I convinced him to do the show with me in August, Two Bros show. So the big guy over there is Magnus. He's a classic bodybuilder, and we're doing the show together in August. We'll see if he's gonna do classic or if he's gonna join my class, because you can see he's a big guy, and my limit is like 102, I think, and the cutoff for the classic is
96 kilos.
96 kilos. So he has potential to put on some weight if he joins me in the heavyweights. So done with cardio, and gonna pose a little bit just to show him, but posing after training and cardio isn't that great, but we're gonna do it anyways, just to see where we're at and get a second opinion on how hard we're gonna push the next 2 weeks at least. He has passion for bodybuilding, and of course an eye for how you should look 4 weeks out, so you can take a look.